Hey friends, my name is Aimee Rebecca and thank you so much for joining me today for another day of Vlogmas and another No Bio themed video. Woo! Obviously, we are really getting down to the last few days of 2020 at this point, which, can I get a hallelujah? So a lot of us are winding down on our 2020 no buy years, but maybe some of you want to start a no buy year in 2021. Maybe you're on the fence and you don't know if you want to do a no buy year or not. Or maybe you have no intention of doing a no buy year and you are just bored and watching this video to pass the time. And that is also a-okay with me, my friends. But today I'm going to be sharing some of my top tips that I've learned over the course of the last 12 months that really helped me to stay on track with my no buy year. Not 100%, but like 95%. And really helped me to stay focused and motivated because a year is a long time to stick to anything. So if you're new and you haven't already subscribed, then why not go ahead and do that now? I will also link my no buy year playlist in the description box down below, so you can go check that out for more inspiration and motivation and all that good stuff. I don't know why I'm doing these hand things, but let's get into the video. So the first tip I have for beginning a no buy year, and this is going to be the first thing you want to do before anything else, you need to understand your why. Don't get me wrong, no buy years can be really enjoyable. Weirdly, they can also be very fulfilling, but they're not easy. Like, it is a challenge. And if you don't know why you're putting yourself through this, then it's going to be really easy to fall off the bandwagon. Take some time to just sit down and figure out what is the purpose of you doing this. And it's going to be a little bit different for everyone. For a lot of people, it is saving money. Maybe there's a holiday you want to save for, a wedding, a car, a house, something financial like that. For other people like myself, it is about trying to have less stuff and bring less consumer goods into the home. For other people, it's going to be environmental factors. So just sit down and think, why am I doing this? The next thing you're going to want to do to kick off your no buy year is to set yourself some no buy year rules. If you go onto YouTube, you go onto Pinterest, you type it into Google, you will get lots of examples of different people's no buy year rules that they set for themselves. I'll link mine down below from this year if you want to go back and take a look at that for some inspiration. But I highly recommend creating your own set of rules based on your why. When I first started my no buy year, I kind of just copied what everyone else was doing because I felt like that's how you do a no buy year. And within the first couple months, I realized it just didn't make any sense. And once I realized that my rules weren't really aligned with my reasoning and my why, I went back, I rewrote them, I changed things up, and it was a lot easier to get through my no buy year because it made sense. So take inspiration from other people, but make sure that you customize it and make it your own to fit in with your life and what you want to get out of this, because everyone is different. The third tip that I have for you, and this is something that I have really personally enjoyed because I'm a nerd, is to keep track of your progress. You can do this in a million different ways, and I have done pretty much all of them. You can keep track of how much you spend each month, what you're spending it on. You can keep track of how much you save each month. You can keep track of, like for me, I was keeping track of how many products I was using up, my different beauty empties, what was the value of the stuff I was using up. And I'm going to be sharing all these numbers in a video that I'm really excited about at the beginning of next year. But having those numbers and even like photographs, I would take pictures of my empties. You know this if you're in the No Buy Year Facebook group, which by the way, I'll link that down below too. But we would at the end of every month take pictures of our empties and share them, and you just get this sense of accomplishment from these pictures of your empty rubbish. That sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true because you can see, oh, I actually used up quite a lot of stuff this month. Similarly, having like a savings chart that you put on the fridge, and then at the end of every month you can add to it. Like having a visual representation of the progress that you're making can be really motivational and help to keep you on track. It's also fun if you're weirdo like me and you love spreadsheets. I love spreadsheets. My next big tip for a successful no buy year is to find like-minded people. And this can be really difficult to do in real life. I think literally everyone I know in real life thinks that I'm insane for doing this. And that makes it really hard because when everyone else is going out and buying stuff and they don't get where you're coming from, they don't get the mentality behind a no buy year, they're just like, just treat yourself. You haven't bought anything in so long. Just, you know, get yourself something nice. So finding people who know what you're trying to do, who understand where you're coming from, and who maybe are going through the same kinds of problems, the same temptations, people who might have tips and tricks to share with you. I think that's really important. And like I said, I'll link our No Buy You Facebook group in the description box down below. I definitely encourage you to join that if you want to take on a no buy year for 2021, because just having other people to talk to can really make the difference between feeling like I don't want to do this anymore and feeling encouraged and motivated to carry on. My fifth tip for successful no buy year is a little bit cheeky. It's see if you can find things for free instead of buying them. So many things that I in the past would have gone out and bought, I was able to get for free this year. Things like makeup and beauty products. I just went to my mom and I was like, hey, do you have any like products that you're not using that you feel like you were just gonna throw away? And she had a big bag of stuff that she was able to give me that she didn't want. So I was able to use that stuff. I became a lot more resourceful with trying to find freebies online, audiobooks for free, free trials of subscription boxes. I went through a few of those, just looking and trying to be creative about things that I would usually buy. How can I not buy this and still have it? Also realizing that there are certain things I really don't need to own, like specific occasion wear or a specific handbag that goes with this one outfit. Is there someone that I can borrow that from? Do I need to go out and buy one to wear once and then just put it in the cupboard? So it's just a case of thinking outside of the box and seeing if there's a way to get stuff for free. And the last thing that I think really helped me through this no buy year was keeping a list of everything I wanted to buy. There have definitely been times this year when there have been things that I wanted to buy and certain things that probably would have made my life easier if I could have just run out and got them straight away as opposed to having to wait for the year to end. But what I've done is I've kept a list of everything that pops up in my head that I think I really want that. And then as the year has gone on, I've revisited that list. I've been able to make amendments. There were a lot of things that I thought I really wanted that within like a month or two, I looked back at the list and I was like, actually, I really don't want this. And then the things that I still have on my list now, I know going into 2021, those are things that are actually going to bring me joy, serve me a purpose. I can go out and buy them and not feel guilty about it because I've had a whole year to think about it and I've decided I really want them. So those were some of the tips that were most helpful in getting me through my first no buy year, and I really hope that you guys find them helpful if you are about to embark on a no buy year or even a no buy month. Like a month of not buying anything is still really good going. If you are going to be starting a no buy year in 2021, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. Go ahead and join our Facebook group, and why not hit that subscribe button to become a member of our little family. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that I love you all so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. Ah! Smooth. I'm done.